Hello everyone, Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. I am back with Christmas in September. So over on our Facebook group that's all about Christmas in July, we have decided on a monthly prompt, and this is my response to this month's prompt, which was trimming the tree. And to be honest, this was a bit of an experiment and I'm not 100% happy with the final result. I mean, it's okay, but I don't love the card, if I'm perfectly honest. So my experiment was, I've got these backgrounds that I have pre-foiled using the amazing, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like pine needles, pine sprays, I don't know, foiling plate. And I did a load of them at the beginning when I first got that plate because I just love it so much. But now I need to use them. And I thought, I wonder if I could use it to do that background to the stitching die set with the tree on it. Because it's got the baubles in it. And that was the idea, is I wanted something with baubles. For trimming the tree, we use baubles. I mean, there's all sorts of other stuff goes on my trees because I'm over the top with my decorating of Christmas trees. But baubles is what most people will think of when they think of trimming the tree. Maybe they'll think of lights. Maybe they'll just do a decorated tree. I don't know, but that's what I wanted to do. So I took that one that I had foiled with the green foil. It's quite a bright coloured green cardstock, and I think that's part of the problem, is that I went for quite bright colours, and I think I'd have been better if I'd have gone for more muted, sort of like regal, jewel-like colours. I chose red as well for the baubles, but I went for quite a bright red. So this one I did sort of darken up a little bit with a little bit of inking on the baubles using sort of like that, is it Wildberry, I think? Concord and Ninth ink. And then I'm just wiping my brush off because I used totally the wrong kind of brush. I used an orange brush, not a red brush. I don't know why, but you know. Sometimes my brain does weird things and makes me do weird things, and sometimes I just don't think. So this is me popping all of the baubles in. I have also die cut the little hanger elements that go on these baubles, and well, tell me what you think. I think that they're a little bit too big, these hangers, for these size baubles. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I did those out of the gold foiled cardstock. Maybe it doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Just, there was something about this I wasn't happy with. And now I'm thinking about it, there's quite a few things I'm not happy with. And I would do differently next time. As I say, there's nothing wrong with the card at the end. It isn't something I love. I had popped the cardstock down onto that white. It is only paper. It's quite a thick paper, but it is only paper, just to back it so I'd got somewhere to put the baubles into when I was inlaying them. Now, at this point, I decided I didn't want to use the die cut tree, the stitching die that was in that set, and instead I was going to use that not tiny, it's quite big, that die cut tree that's in white. And at this point I thought I was going to use that Merry Christmas. I did contemplate other sentiments, and then you'll see at the end, don't use either of them. No, I use a different one entirely. But I was umming and ahhing about whether I wanted to leave it white, whether I wanted to do something with it, so I decided to mix media up a little bit. Well, it's not really mixed media, I just inked it up, and I just did it really roughly by pressing it into some ink pads, 3 different colours of green, because I'm never going to be able to match that green that is in the background. I then just spritzed it in water, which just gave it a lovely mottled sort of watercoloured effect. I left it to dry mainly on its own, but then I do speed it up with the heat tool. And then I grabbed a spare one of those die cut trees and just cut out from the black mirror cardstock the sentiment, not the sentiment, ignore me, the base of the tree, the little pot that it was in. Yeah, that was where I wanted to kind of then start to bring in some black. So at this point I'm already thinking, yeah, this is not going to work with that sentiment. I do try it, but it's just not going to work. I need to now bring in black, because I've obviously popped that black pot on there. So I then decided, yeah, well, I'm going to now mount my panel, so I'm going to trim it down even more because that piece of black mirror cardstock isn't quite wide enough. But because I'm also hoarding the black foil cardstock, I am going to just gut the middle so that I can use a little bit more of it on something else at some point. I don't always remember to do this, to gut the cardstock that I'm matting and layering, but sometimes I do, and I try to really remember when it's speciality stuff like foiled cardstock. Although I have to say that the price that they sell this at is quite cheap. This is Kingston get my teeth in, Kingston Crafts cardstock, and you can get it from Hobbymaker, and I think it's a bargain for the amount that you get. But I'm still hoarding it because it's foiled cardstock and it's really good. Especially in the black, because I love the black. Okay, so I changed my mind about sentiment when I grabbed a waffle flower one. And here I had a bit of a problem with these gems. It's been really hot here in the UK. I'm filming this towards the end of August, so I'm doing it a little bit ahead of time, and it's been really warm. And I think that some of my products have been left out and they've got a little bit worn with the heat. Anyway, back to the card. Finished it off with those gems. As I say, don't dislike the card, just don't love it. So yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe the photos make it look better than actually now I'm looking at them. Maybe they look better than I think it does. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Please do like and subscribe. Plenty more videos to come, I am sure. And obviously consider joining our Facebook group. If you like all things Christmas, please come and join in our Facebook group. I'll leave the description. I'll leave the link in the description below. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.